This is Sean O'Malley, and you're watching Full-Time MMA. Don't be a bagel biting, bagel bitch boy, bagel bitch back.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time
MMA.
And Jackson Wink is holding another L, this time at the hands of Leonard Garcia, who challenged Diego Sanchez to a bare-knuckle boxing fight, and in turn, instead of entertaining that idea, Diego Sanchez actually apologized about the whole situation. So, long story short, too long don't read version, fuck. Diego Sanchez recently came out and called out Donald Cowboy Cerrone, who's already got a fight coming up with Mike Perry, and keep in mind they're former teammates, but Cowboy Cerrone recently split with Jackson Wink, and that caused a whole lot of dysfunction, it seems, in the Jackson Wink camp, because Cowboy, of course, has been there for a long time, and it seems like he's getting kicked out for the new guy, Mike Perry. Well, Diego Sanchez decided to come in and stick up for Team Perry and take Team Perry and Jackson Wink. And he was like, listen, Cerrone, in like my whole decade of being here, I've been here the longest. You've never once helped me train for a fight. And he took the side of the gym. And so now Team motherfucking Cowboy is spitting back that fire. Leonard Garcia taking to motherfucking social media, and he's calling Diego Sanchez out over that. And he's letting him know, yo, Diego, you want to call out Cerrone? You're saying you'll be there to fight Cerrone if Perry gets injured? You want to call out fucking Cerrone? Well, how about you fucking call me out? And now, instead of entertaining this bare-knuckle boxing match with Leonard Garcia, Diego Sanchez may be ducking his motherfucking taco, or at least just reconsidering his stance against Cowboy Cerrone. So now, that's the too long, don't read version. You can cut the video off, but we're about to dive deep on this shit because it was kind of interesting. So, we know Mike Perry, Donald Cerrone, they're going to be fighting at UFC Denver 25th anniversary card. These guys were brand new teammates. Mike Perry came to Jackson Wink. He was there for his last fight camp against Paul Felder, and things went good. He actually got a win. He's still only been there for under 2 months, though. He ain't been there very long. Donald Cerrone's been there for years. He's been a part of Jackson Wink. John Jones, Holly Holm, Cowboy Cerrone, Diego Sanchez, John Dodson. Those guys have been around. UFC staples and standouts that have been repping Jackson Wink. And so now Mike Perry's there, and he's fighting another Jackson Wink guy. And Jackson Wink, the coaches, at least Winklejohn, at least he told Cerrone, hey, you don't pay me. You only pay Jackson. Mike Perry pays everybody. We need this money. We got lights. We got to keep the lights on at the gym. And since you don't want to pay me anything on your fights, we got to take Perry in this one. You also have your own gym at home. So not only are we trying to keep the lights on, but also you do got your own fucking gym. You know what I'm saying? Just to be fair. So with that being said, let us make this Mike Perry money just for this fight camp. He's going to be here forever, just like you, as long as that went smooth. But that didn't go over too well with Donald Cerrone. He was like, what the fuck? You guys are telling me I gotta go? I've been here for fucking 10 years, and you're kicking me out over this fucking new guy that hasn't even been here for 3 months? Are you kidding me? Not only are you guys my coaches and have I been here longer, but these teammates, these training partners, they know shit about me. So you guys are gonna, for one, kick me out of the gym, and for two, train this motherfucker to beat me? So Cowboy Cerrone's feeling betrayed like hell fucking no. What's going on here? Fuck both all you motherfuckers. And he aired it out. He had some loose lips on Joe Rogan's podcast. Started airing everything out. Holy smokes. Now, that was a little, maybe too far. I don't know. He felt disrespected. He got personal. But he started airing out all the motherfucking gym secrets. Like, whoa. He started talking about the wrestling coach and how he gets videos on YouTube that don't work. And he used to fucking sell steroids allegedly to fucking college kids or high school kids, whoever he coached. And he talked about it's a puppy mill now, and bums can walk in off the street and train with the pros and all of this shit. You know, he just started airing it out on Joe Rogan's podcast, and if he wasn't with Jackson Wink anymore, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely not going to be with them for this camp after that. And so after that whole split, you know, Diego Sanchez chose Team Perry, and he revealed why. He came out and he spoke up for Jackson Wink after that whole podcast situation where Donald Cerrone came out and aired out Jackson Wink. Diego Sanchez stood up for Jackson Wink and was like, yo, I've been here longer than you. You never helped me in a camp. A lot of the shit Jackson Wink said was true. So I tell you what, Donald Cerrone, not only am I Team Perry, but if Mike Perry gets injured, I'll step in there to fight your ass on UFC Denver. That's how motherfucking big and bad Diego Sanchez got. He was ready to fight Cerrone. But now Cerrone's young motherfucking killer is ready to step in for him. Diego Sanchez is thinking twice. This is what Bad Boy Garcia had to say, and he posted the BMF rant. Loyalty over everything. He got the loyalty over everything, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, he's going to be loyal to Donald Cerrone. That seems like a fucking staple of the gym. I would imagine that's what he built it on after seeing what was going on at Jackson Wink. Yo, we got to get some loyalty going on. We're going to get this BMF either way. But this is what Bad Boy Garcia had to say. Don't usually say much on social media, not really my cup of tea, but watching all this gym thing, Jackson Wink and Cowboy Cerrone unfold, it sucked because I saw it build all the way up and fall into this mess. I saw Diego Nightmare Sanchez get on and say things to Cowboy, didn't sit too well. So here's what I have to say, Diego. I respect you, always have. Thought you were a little crazy, but hey, we all are a little bit. Let Cowboy and Platinum Perry handle their business. That's assigned and dated. I'm pretty sure they can hash things out without anyone chiming in. If you feel like you have to get involved, then I'm sure bare knuckle boxing would give us free reign to get whatever it is off our chest. Cowboy has a brother that will always be around. No disrespect, just saying, retired but not expired. So he's saying he's willing to get in and hop in and retired but not expired. He might not even be a young buck at the BMF ranch. He's just team motherfucking Cowboy. So he offered to throw down with Diego Sanchez, and Diego Sanchez in turn actually turned it down, you know, and reconsidered everything and actually apologized. He said, I got emotional. You're right. Perry and him will settle it. I know Cowboy is like your brother. Well, Chad is mine, and so is Wink. There's always two ways of looking at it. All this drama sucks. I shouldn't have responded emotional either, but you're right. I still am crazy, but at least I'm wise enough to publicly say, look, I took it too far. I'll man up on that right now. And he said, I see both sides now. It's MMA, it's a family and business. But what first? What did he say? But what first? Wink has $40,000 a month in overhead in the new building. It's a business. Ask Dana White. So he's saying the whole Cowboy thing was a business decision. It wasn't personal. Business, not personal. But when you're training with these fucking guys, you feel personal. When you're training with this dude who's coaching you, that's personal. Your teammates, they become like your best fucking friends and your family. That's personal. So whenever they start making business decisions and you feel it's personal, you're going to take that shit personal. Like, that's just how that shit's going to happen. And, you know, they have $40,000 a month in overhead. Well, shit. That ain't Cowboy Cerrone's fault. For one, that ain't his fucking fault. Y'all got all this overhead. So now you got to turn this place into a fucking puppy mill and we can't get no solid. That lets you know fucking Cerrone's right. That lets you know fucking Donald Cerrone's got a point. You motherfuckers are kicking me out because of money? Because I don't pay your ass? You don't do shit for me. What the fuck are you talking about? I'll tell you what I do for you. The fact that Donald Cowboy Cerrone is a part of Jackson Wink, motherfucker. Wink is in it. I'm promoting your shit every time I go out and fight and they say Jackson fucking Wink. So I am helping you out even though I'm not giving you fucking cash. Take that or you get some money somewhere, homie. Go get a fucking second job like full-time. Fucking Tom-Mac. That's all I'm saying. So, yo, I'm fucking with team, especially now too, Diego Sanchez apologizing. I'm Team Cowboy. Because at first I was kind of in the middle because Diego Sanchez, he'd been there for 10 years. And he said some shit like, I've been here for 10 years, Cowboy, and you never trained with me either. Like, you're selfish. And I was like, okay, maybe there's two sides of this shit. But now I completely see where the fuck Cowboy's coming from. And Diego Sanchez even saying, hey, I got emotional. Fucking, it's a business thing, man. It's business. Like, oh, okay, it's business? Cowboy didn't get you motherfuckers $40,000 in overhead, but he actually might be the reason $5,000 that is there. Even though he's not paying, he's only paying Jackson and not Wink because that's the situation he had set up before y'all merged. What the fuck you mean? Like, I'm paying Jackson. Jackson decides to merge with Wink, so now you want me to start cutting a check to Wink? Like, that don't even make no fucking sense, nigga. I'm grandfathered into Jacksons. You're only here because you're close with fucking Jackson. I'm not a Wink guy. You want me to fucking pay you, and now that I'm not paying you, you're gonna train this guy to beat me? Cerrone's getting kind of fucked over here. And even though I was in the middle, I still felt like Cerrone was always being sabotaged in this situation. Because not only are they pissing him off, which that never goes well for Donald Cerrone in his fights, whenever his opponents are under his skin and piss him off, they usually beat him. Whenever he's in there having fun, being himself, he has a fucking great fight. And now, not only are they pissing him off, but they're training his opponent to beat him. That's a double fucking whammy for Donald Cerrone that he has to deal with. And now the whole gym beef, he ain't got his coaches, he ain't got his regular team fucking training partners. Hey, it's going to be a real tough fight for Donald Cerrone, but at the same time, he is going to be likely the more well-rounded fighter, more experienced fighter in there against Mike Perry. But Mike Perry's got some fucking extra tools on his side for this fight. So with that being said, man, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think about in the comments, and make sure you tune into the live show tomorrow. Be there or be square. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOWG!